Hey, this is Dan Morris with Blogging Concentrated, and today I want to talk to you about BC Spark. BC Spark is one of the workshops that we bring to bloggers nationwide. Now, in Spark, our focus isn't SEO, and it's not blogging as a business, and it's not working with brands. We call it Spark because it's about fanning the flames. It's about once we get the audience to our site, what is it we do to turn them into cheerleaders, to turn them into fans, to make them take action, engage, and leave comments, and opt in, and buy our ebook, and all those kinds of things that actually turn people into a community. So we're going to talk about things like copywriting. We're talking about persuasion. We're talking about email opt-ins and link bait. We're going to be talking about all the things that makes a community what it is, a community. People don't necessarily just do things. They need an impetus. They need a reason, and they follow cues that we understand. Let me give you an example of a really easy one for you to understand. Robert Cialdini, who wrote the Laws of Persuasion, talks about a restaurant that was having problems with people making reservations and then not showing up. It was a big problem for them because they would leave tables. So Cialdini went into the restaurant to figure out why was this problem so rampant. And he listened to some of the calls where people call in and make reservations. And he noted that the receptionist who was taking the reservation would always end the call with, "Well, make sure that you call us if you can't make it." And the person would say, "Okay." So all he did was change one little thing, and it entirely changed the future of the restaurant because people started calling if they couldn't make it immediately. Something very simple. It's just one little human cue. Instead of having the receptionist say, "Hey, if you can't make it, please call," he had the receptionist ask, "If you can't make it, would you call us? Or will you call us if you cannot make your reservation?" And that required the person to say, "Yes, I will make that commitment to you." That tiny little commitment is what got people to call back in. So their rate of like 75 to 80% of people, who didn't show up, didn't call, went down to like 10% because of one little tiny change in the way they did things. That's what we're going to be talking about. How do we get them to open the email? What are the tiny cues? How do we get them to download printables? How do we get them to make comments? How do we get them to engage on Facebook? All the things to fan the flames, to turn the community into cheerleaders, into fans. That's what BC Spark is about. So don't come for SEO. Come for community. Come to Blogging Concentrated's BC Spark.